Hello everyone, Carson here back on Sudoku on New York Times. Today is May 22nd, 2024. Let's start today's hard Sudoku. Okay, so first of all, I see that these ones force the digit 1 into this cell in block 2. I think that's all I'm going to mark for ones. These 7s point right. And these 7s force the digit 7 into one of these two cells in block 2. What about the 3s? These 3s force the digit 3 into one of these two cells in block 5. This 3 points up and this 3 points right. So in block 3, the digit 3 is forced into row 1. And then these 3s point left, this cell sees another 3. So in block 1, the digit 3 is forced into this cell. Then we got these 3s pointing down. These 6s force the digit 6 into one of these two cells in block 8, and into one of these two cells in block 6. Let's look at the 5s. In block 2, the digit 5 is forced into one of these two cells, and these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 6. Now, after I place this 5, the digit 1 in block 6 is forced into column 9, and then these ones point down, this cell also sees another 1. So in block 9, the digit 1 is forced into this cell. After I place this 1, these ones force the digit 1 into this cell in block 7. And then these ones also force the digit 1 into this cell in block 4, and I can now place the final one for this puzzle into this cell. All ones are placed, so don't need to worry about them anymore. Ones are done. Now, this 7 points right, so in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into row 6. And then these 7s points left, this cell sees another 7, so in block 4, the digit 7 is forced into this cell. Then we also got these 7s pointing up, and this cell sees another 7. In column 7, 2, 4, and 8 are the digits that go into the open cells. And this cell sees a 4. This 5 points down and this 5 points left. So in block 7, the digit 5 is forced into row 8. And then these 5s force the digit 5 into one of these two cells in block 8. This 5 points down and this 5 points left. So in block 4, the digit 5 is forced into row 4. Okay, so in row 1, these 3 cells see 5, 6, and 7, and this cell also sees 5, 6, and 7. And these 3 digits, 5, 6, 7, still need to go somewhere in row 1, and it cannot go into these 4 open cells. So that leaves just 3 open cells that are available for these 3 digits. So the 3 digits, 5, 6, and 7, can only go into 3 open cells in this row. So these 3 cells form a 5, 6, 7 triple, which eliminates all other digits from these 3 cells. So yeah, in row 1, these 3 cells are reserved for 5, 6, and 7, and the other 4 cells must contain 2, 3, 8, and 9, because they're the digits that are excluded from these 3 cells. So this is 8 or 9, 2, 3. No, I don't think it's that great of an idea to mark down these digits, but most important of all, these 3 cells form a 5, 6, 7 triple, and only those 3 digits can go in these 3 cells. Question is, did that do anything useful for me? I guess it does, because now this 8 points up, and of course the 8 cannot go into the 5, 6, 7 triple. So in block 2, the digit 8 is forced into row 2, which eliminates 8 from this cell. Now, this 8 points up, and I've just found out that the 8 cannot go into this cell because it now sees the 8 from block 2. So in block 3, the digit 8 is forced into row 1, which further eliminates 8 from this cell, forcing the cell to be a 9, because that's the only possible digit that can go in this cell. Because this cell now sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 from this triple, and also 8 from block 3. So this cell can only contain 9, which means that these 3 cells over here form a 2, 3, 8 triple. This 2, 3, 8 triple must contain a 2 in one of these 3 cells, which eliminates 2 from the cell, forcing the cell to be a 4, and this cell to be a 9. Alright. These 4s point left. In row 3, there are 3 open cells left, and 4, 6, and 8 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees both 4 and 8, so the other 2 open cells, 4 and 8 can only go into the other 2 open cells, forcing this cell to be a 6. And then these 6s points left, forcing the cell to be a 6. Actually, I could have also first made this a 5, and then this a 7. But either way, this 5, 6, 7 triple is resolved. Alright. And then the digit 7 in block 1 is forced into this cell. These 3 cells form a 2, 8, 9 triple to complete block 2. In column 1, 4, 5, and 8. 4, 5, and 8 are the digits that go into the open cells. This cell sees 5. Okay, this 8 points up, and this 8 points left. So in block 5, the digit 8 is forced into row 6, which eliminates 8 from this cell, forcing the cell to be a 4. And then this 4 points right, so in block 6, the digit 4 is forced into row 4. And then these 4s force the digit 4 into one of these 2 cells in block 5. I think I'll mark down the digits that go into the open cells in row 5. 2, 4, 5, and 6. So this cell sees 4 and 5, so it can only contain either 2 or 6. 2, 4, 5, 6, was it? It sees 6. This cell sees 5, so it's 2, 4, 6. This cell sees 4, so it's 2, 5, 6. Okay. Sorry, I'm suddenly blanking right now, because I don't see anything to mark with. You know what, let's just continue filling out rows or columns until I find something. In row 9, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 are the digits that go into the open cells. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 sees 5 and 7, so it contains 3, 4, or 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 sees 3, 5, and 7, so it can only contain either 4 or 9. The cell sees 4 and 7, so it contains 3, 5, and 9. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 sees 5 and 9, so it contains either 3, 4, or 7. 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 sees 5 only. Oh, so yeah, I missed this, but in row 9, this cell sees 5, this cell sees 5, and these two cells also see another 5. And 5 still needs to go somewhere in row 9. So in row 9, the digit 5 is forced into this cell, because this cell is the only open cell that is available for 5. So it must go into this cell, because it can't go anywhere else in this row. So after I place this 5, all of these 5s force the digit 5 into this cell in block 5. Alright. Okay, now after I place this 5, the cell sees 4, this cell also sees another 4, so in row 5, the digit 4 is forced into this cell, and then these 4s point down to force the digit 4 into this cell in block 8. This 4 eliminates itself from this cell, making this cell a 9. Okay, actually after I place this 4, the digit 6 in block 8 is forced into this cell, which points up and makes this a 2, and this a 6. Okay, this is no longer a 9, this is no longer a 2. These two cells are for 2 and 3, but the cell sees 2. So I can place the 2 and 3 like this. Actually, the cell also sees another 3. I mean, the other open cell sees a 3. So yeah, 2 and 3 like this. And then this 2 points up, eliminating itself from this cell, making the cell an 8. This is a 9, this is a 2. This cell finishes off column 6 with an 8. This cell is a 6. And then this cell, I mean the other open cell in block 5 sees a 3. So this cell is a 3, and this cell to complete block 9 is a 9, and then these 9 points left, so it goes here in block 4. Okay, let's clean up a bit. This cell now sees 2, so the cell can only contain 8, and this is a 2, 3, 8. These 3 cells form a 2, 5, 8 triple, but these 2s tell us that this cell contains 2, and then left with a 5, 8 pair. Okay, these 2 cells for row 6 are for 2 and 7. I can now eliminate 6 from this cell because there's already a 6 in this row, and this cell also sees 6. So in block 6, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, and followed by the 4. Okay, this 4 points right, and this 4 points down to force the digit 4 into this cell in block 9, which makes this a 3. This is a 7 to finish off this row. 2 and 7. This is a 2. And then this cell sees 3, so the other open cell in this block is a 3. This is a 9. Okay, this is, yeah, it's done. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hot Sudoku in 16 minutes and 16 seconds. Alright, what a perfect number, I would say. 1616. Yeah, alright. So I would say that this puzzle, I don't think it was too difficult, but there were definitely some key spots you needed to see, otherwise you're going to struggle for quite a bit of time. First of all, I would say the 5, 6, 7 triple in row 1, the 5, 6, 7 triple in row 1, that was very important. Because after finding this, it was known that the digit 8 in block 2 could then only go into row 2, which further eliminated 8 from this cell, forcing the 8 in block 3 to go in row 1, which made the top leftmost corner to be a 9. So this cell was made a 9 because could not contain an 8 anymore, so this cell was forced to be a 9. And I think more towards the end that in row 9, the 5 could only go into this cell because every other open cell saw another 5, and that the digit 5 could only go into this cell. So I think the 5, 6, 7 triple in row 1, and where the digit 5 was forced into the only cell, only available cell in row 9, were the key spots for this puzzle. So 5, 6, 7 triple in row 1, and the 5 in row 9. So I think these two things were the most key spots for this Sudoku puzzle. So yeah, let me know if you had other ways of approach, because this is what I saw and how I solved the Sudoku. So yeah, hopefully this video helped if you struggled a bit, but feel free to leave a comment if you do have any other questions. I'll be glad to reply you. Today is May 22nd, 2024. See you all in tomorrow's New York Times Hard Sudoku Solve. Bye!